The terrifying moment an earthquake strikes. But what was to follow shortly would be even more devastating. The twin disasters came without warning as beachgoers lined the shore in the Indonesian resort city of Palu. All that was left was pure destruction. Indonesia, which is situated on the western edge of the Pacific Ring of Fire, was rocked by a magnitude 7.5 earthquake on September 28th. The quake triggered a massive tsunami, causing waves of up to 6 meters to gush through a narrow corridor along Palu Bay. The city of Palu on the southern shore bore the brunt of the disaster. Of its 300,000 people, tens of thousands have been left homeless.
It happened at the same time. The quake shook us and it destroyed our homes. The ground was cut in half and then the quake turned the ground around, and that's why some of the houses here were pulled out.
In the weeks since, rescuers have recovered at least 1,500 bodies, but as they reach more remote areas, that number is expected to climb.
The priority of aid delivery are devastated villages and untouched areas such as Mauna, Taronto, Monte Barro and the west coast areas.
With the region's already scarce infrastructure now shattered, rescuers have been hampered by clogged highways as well as downed power and communication lines. The government's now facing questions as to why an early warning system installed after the 2004 tsunami didn't provide ample warning, but it says it's doing all it can.
I have sent a message to the governor and regent for economic activity to restart, so they can resume a normal day-to-day life while evacuations are carried out and reconstruction and rehabilitation moves to the next phase. But most importantly, economic activity must resume.
Overwhelmed by the scale of the disaster, the Indonesian government is now appealing for international aid. Stepping in has been the Turkish Red Crescent, one of the first international aid groups to arrive on the ground in Palu. Throughout Sulawesi Island, around 600,000 people are in dire need of humanitarian aid. The aid teams are expected to increase as more food, blankets, and medicine come in, and roads leading to remote areas are cleared.
Efforts for search and rescue and to remove debris are not enough, as the area is just too big. The landscape prevents aid from reaching the island and the city. We're trying to speed things up, but the main needs are shelter, food, health, and water. We're doing our best to meet those needs.
The devastation has triggered memories of the 2004 earthquake and tsunami, where more than 120,000 Indonesians lost their lives. All the precautions and lessons learned from that disaster seem to have failed. And the main priority now is to bury the dead. James Kim, Straight Talk.